Sup? Let's turn this down just a little bit. Right. We are back to do some more of The Sinking City. Fun as always. Hopefully we'll push through a little bit more of the story content today. I realize that so far I really haven't done like any of the story stuff. I've done a little bit, but a lot of what I've done has been just side content. So hopefully we'll try and not do that and get to some of the actual story content today. At least that's what I'm aiming for. You know, easily distracted. So let us just get right back into it. Oh right, last time we did a whole long side quest for Throgmorton, trying to find a mirror that was stolen, and it ended up leading to his, like, estranged mother who was in a mental asylum, who's trying to get her firstborn son out of the fucking mirror dimension, and we just ended up, like, killing the shit out of her. So I'm sure that was, you know, that was probably the right decision. My casebook says we're doing quid pro quo. Oh god, I need to go back to the fucking archives, really? Alright. One of the assailants killed a dagger. I have to go back to the police station, I would assume. And look up a criminal record there. E is still not the interact button, if you could believe it. It's awful foggy. That cop's a dickhead. Alright. So... I guess criminal pattern, suspects, violent crimes. Fucking nailed it in one. At about 10:30 p.m. April 15th at the fish market in the Eastern Shells, corner of Orchard Avenue and Holy Fire Lane, I apprehended a suspicious-looking Innsmouther as he was stalking a young woman. The suspect had in his possession a peculiar golden amulet which resembled a fish eye, seized, as well as a dagger, seized. The suspect resisted arrest. When I tried to cuff him, he cried for help, screaming for his brothers from EOD. Several other armed Innsmouthers appeared from the fish market. I was forced to release the Innsmouther and retreat. The suspect got away, and the case is pending further investigation. Lieutenant Phelps. Shitty cop. So I need to go to the fish market in the Eastern Shells on the corner of Orchard Avenue and Holy Fire Lane, right about there. Oh, glorious. It's not even that far away. You know, even if you had to let him go, considering that, like, a bunch of people from the fish market came to help out, why wouldn't you just get some more cops and go back to the fish market and just arrest everybody? Seems like the prudent thing to do. Then again, none of this makes any sense. These people have fish faces. And creepy, fucking beast monsters just running around in the streets. And everybody seems okay with that. Oh. Just straight across here. Yep, I'd say that's probably the fish market. Let's go try and hit this fast travel point first, hopefully. All right, now let's see.
Choose wisely.
What we are dealing with here.
It won't cost you a penny. Don't be shy. We have enough for everyone. Fish?
Yeah,
Fresh fish?
do you?
Fish? Fresh fish? Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny. Don't be shy. We have enough for everyone.
I've heard that I can find an organization hereabouts that goes by the name of the EOD. Am I in the right place?
You sure are. I happen to be a representative of the EOD. Pleased to meet you. My name's Anna. Can I help you with something?
Charles Reed. Just a few questions, if I may.
Of course. Ask away, Charlie.
You know, there's really not a need to ask why such generosity when they're handing away fish, considering the whole town is flooded and there's dead fish everywhere.
This city is short on everything except dirt, rain, and things that want to kill you. Yet, you just give away food for free. What's your angle?
Angle? There's no angle, Charlie. Not everyone can hide in fancy manners like the grand families. And our hearts tell us we must do more. We've decided to seize our own fate and rise above this disaster. I think it's going well. The sea's good to us, and it blesses us with abundance.
As well as a flooded city. You're so blessed.
What is the EOD? I mean, what do you do as an organization?
Well, we are a non-profit charitable organization. Actually, it's better to say that we're a gathering of volunteers. We're not an official charity yet. As for what we do, we try to help ease the suffering in our city as much as we can.
Oh, how do you do that?
We provide fish for the hungry and fix the homes of the poor. We also patrol the streets at night to keep the wild beasts and bandits at bay. And many, many more things. Whatever needs doing. Anything to help the people, Charlie.
Yeah, stop calling me Charlie.
It's Charles, not Charlie.
Oh, but you're too sweet to be a Charles. Your adorable, rugged hangdog look just screams Charlie to me. Puts a smile on my face.
Oh, fine.
Wow. She's gonna let her manhandle you like that. That's crazy. What does EOD mean?
What does EOD stand for?
Everyone's obvious duty. When we began, it also had is to help each other, but we dropped that part. It was a little bit wordy.
So not Edge of Darkness, like Tarkov.
It's been great chatting with you, but I'm actually here to speak with the EOD leadership. You know where I can find them?
Not so fast, Charlie. Nobody meets the top brass without being a member. You need to earn a rank in the EOD first.
Oh, you're kidding me. What for?
You need to prove yourself. Show us through your actions that you're worth our time. No offense, Charlie.
I guess I'm not really a cop, am I? I'm a private investigator.
So, are there any benefits for joining the EOD?
We don't do this for money, Charlie. We do this because it's the right thing to do. Think of it as working towards a higher purpose.
So no, absolutely zero benefits.
How can I join?
That all depends on what skills you can offer us. What do you do best?
Well, I'm afraid my resume's in my other jacket. Let me see. I was in the Navy during the war, and ever since it ended, I've been a private eye.
The sea provides. Turns out we have a job that's a perfect fit for you.
Okay. Tell me more about this job.
Well, last night someone tried to break into our fish storage room. Luckily, the guards scared him off, but I fear they'll be back to finish the job. That's why we've been busy today giving away all the fish to the people. We'd rather it get into the hands of the needy than to some thief.
And you want me to find whoever this thief is, right?
You're smart, Charlie. I like it. Exactly.
You know, I've got to say, this being in the 1900s, your fish storage room probably wouldn't hold fish very long, considering there's no way it's like a refrigerated warehouse. You've just got raw fish laying full in like a storeroom that would turn very quickly.
Fine. Count me in.
Good.
You should probably be giving it away anyway.
Here's the address. Tell the guard the password, I serve the sea, and he'll let you into the storeroom.
Whatever you say, Miss Cult Lady.
See you later.
The EOD helps prevent famine. Without a fish provided by the EOD, the city's at risk of famine. And then Anna's request. In the shells on Hawking Lane between Warren and Liberty. Hawking Lane between Warren and Liberty. All the way over there, huh?
Please,
Whatever you say, lady.
help me out. I'll take anything you got.
How about a brick?
Eglantine!
Can't prove it. Nobody will ever believe you. Oh, nothing, huh? You know, he's still alive. Unless he just got, like, beat down on the spot. Like, you could kick the door in, you could smash a window, anything to just not be sleeping in the rain. Yeah, like that. Oh, and then he just throws it away. Did you fucking get fucked, Lamau? Idiot. Oh, it's still a ways away. Boop. All right then.
Burn your eyes clean, for the dusk of time is at hand. Here's the prophecy inscribed in the twilight of the dying moon. The hidden shall arise and drown the world in its Icarus waters.
Is that right? Oh, are you the one I need to talk to?
You got business here.
Sure do, Fistface.
I serve the sea. Anna sent me here to investigate the recent break-in.
Sea be praised. Finally. I'm Daryl Grimes. How can I help you?
Man, you could start by putting a bag on your head.
What's the deal with the password and such?
Orders from the higher-ups. I don't get to ask why.
Fair.
Can you tell me what happened? And don't skimp on the details.
Not much to tell, sadly. It was a man, that much I know. He snuck in while I was upstairs, tried to steal the fishies, but I heard him. Nearly got him with a harpoon by Kay, but I missed in the dark. He got away, that Dane, but I wonder, why steal what you can get for free?
Yeah, that's a bit of a puzzler.
Well, to be fair, the way I remember it being said was that you're only giving away the stuff for free because somebody tried to steal it. So what's happening here? Just put this up here. Ah, balls. No, whatever. Now, why are we doing this? Let's, is it? No. No, it's not. Try to resolve that real quick. Huh. Strange. I have yet to have this problem. Well, can't do much about that, I guess. So, yeah, what I was saying, from what I remember, they were only saying that they were giving this stuff away because somebody was trying to steal the fish. So wouldn't it make sense that somebody was trying to steal something? Because they couldn't get it because it wasn't being given out. Maybe that's just me.
What did this burglar look like?
Same height as you. Not too big, not too small. Nothing to write home about. An average Joe. If not for his bald head. That guy was as bald as an egg. I could see the moonlight reflecting off the top of his head.
And what did he steal?
Nothing. I scared him off before he could.
Well, again, like you were saying, if he were there for the fish, he could get them for free. He probably was there for something else.
Where did he go after that?
Don't know, pal. He was way faster than me.
Well, thanks for basically nothing.
All right. Well, that's enough for now, Mr. Grimes. I've got to go to work.
Here, take the key. May the sea bless you.
Whatever you say. EOD fish storage. Alright, I'm gonna take a look around.
Thing's dead as a doornail, but I don't see any wounds.
My God.
So first it ate the fish, and now it's dead. That's troubling.
Gross. It's like a fucking shrimp crab, or a shrimp cat. I've never looked up close at these things. That's terrifying. The fucking audio stinger for no reason, huh? Yeah, I'd have found it eventually, game.
I have questions.
I could imagine. Alright. What else?
Wow.
There's the
Pierced a
harpoon.
good inch of solid wood like it was nothing.
Man's fucking yoked. Letter from the orphanage. Dear Mr. Grimes, I can't thank you enough for what you do for the children. In these dark times, your toys go down like a tall glass of water. They have plenty of water. I'm sure it doesn't go down that well anymore. We all pray for your good health every day. We also kindly remind you that we still await your visit. All our staff and, of course, the children are eager to finally meet our benefactor in person, so please don't hesitate and come as soon as you are able. With eternal gratitude, administration of Oakmont Street, Jerome's Orphanage. So he was up here making toys? And the guy broke in?
Nice work. When I was a kid, I would have gone nuts for this. Well, if it was finished, that is. This guy must really be into his hobby to have such impressive tools.
Yes, it certainly seems to be on the up and up, other than the torture room. So I'm gonna need you to tell me about the torture room there, bucko.
I found a hidden room full of shackles and chains downstairs. Looks like some kind of torture chamber. Know anything about it?
What? Stop talking, Truck. That can't be true. I know this place top to bottom.
No, Daryl. You know I'm a detective. And if you're lying, I'm going to find out one way or another.
I've got nothing to do with it, I swear, Mr. Reed. Go ask Anna. She's responsible for renting the place. I know nothing about this.
Okay. I'll talk to Anna. We'll see if your story holds up. See ya.
May the sea protect you.
Yeah, this year or something. Look at... Yeah, well, that doesn't really help, does it? Ugh. Why does it do that? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. We'll say Hmm. That might fix that. Or help at least. Which would be fantastic. Okay, anyway. Solving that issue. Back to Anna. This can be removed. And going back to the fish. There's a fast travel point over here as well. Pick that up on the way out. Oh, Anna.
Choose wisely.
Oh, brother. You want me to in slow motion? You want me to help you out? I could put you out of your misery. I gotta be honest, I actually expected him to just like freak out and run away.
Good enough for everyone. Fish? Fresh fish? Take as much
Yeah.
as you need. It won't cost you a penny.
Fresh, I doubt.
I've found what looks suspiciously like a dungeon in the basement of your fish storage. Care to explain?
Excuse me? You've found what?
A dungeon. Chains, shackles, and blood. Ring any bells?
I've no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds awful. We only started renting the place a few weeks ago. Goodness. I'm going to have to ask our landlord several uncomfortable questions, it seems. Thanks for the heads up, Charlie.
See you later.
I don't believe you. Yeah, they're literally just poisoning everybody. Oh really? I wasn't done searching the place, huh? Shit. Alright, back we go. I guess I didn't get the pop-up that said, you know, all major evidence found or whatever, so. Suppose that's my fault. I guess I really didn't find anything up here, did I? Anything to find up here? Seemingly no. So, what I'm looking for must... What the yeah, that's probably it.
That's a fancy looking bottle. Looks like it was taken from a lab somewhere. There's some kind of powder left on the bottom. I better not touch it. Could be dangerous.
Well, well, well. poisoned fish that I already knew about. So the guy broke in to poison the fish.
A bit more. Oh, no.
Come back, you thief. I'll show you not to mess with us.
Oh man, like it could have been dark, but to miss like that bad. Come on, man.
I hope Professor Westerbrook never learns about this.
Professor Westerbrook. Okay. And was there anything downstairs? Seemingly not. Ah, one more upstairs.
Darn pests. Mayor, take them.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
It would be this one,
I hope Professor Westerbrook
followed by
never
this one.
learns just a little bit more. Oh no.
And then this one.
Darn pests. Mayor, take them.
And then this one.
Come back, you thief. I'll show you not to mess with us.
A man broke into the fish storage, poisoned the fish with an unknown substance, then made a noise which alerted the guard, who chased him out.
That is correct. The poisoner in the university. The man who broke into the EOD fish storage is somehow connected to the university. I need to visit that university. Okie dokie.
You dig up anything interesting?
I sure did. Turns out our friend here wasn't here to rob the place. He came to poison the fish.
By the sea. Are you sure?
Well, that's what the evidence suggests, anyway.
Okay, this is horrible. Please don't tell Anna it was my fault, or she'll have me quartered.
With horses?
Anna will quarter you. You're joking about that, right?
Wish I was. Anna, she's ruthless when it comes to punishing the guilty, EOD member or not.
That's unexpected. Huh.
Well, because you're nice enough to make toys for the kids at an orphanage, I guess I won't
Don't
tell
worry.
her.
I won't tell her. You seem like a decent sort, Daryl. I'll make something up.
Thanks, Mr. Reed. Here's a little something to express my gratitude. Take care now. Still, I've done wrong and I deserve to be punished. I'll stay on guard duty for the next month without a day off. You have my word.
All right, you go ahead and do what you gotta do, I guess.
Also, where's the university at?
Can you remind me where I can find the Oakmont University?
You can't miss it. It's the greatest thing Oakmont has to offer, except maybe our famous caramelized eel stew. Give me your map. There you go. But don't forget to first report your findings to Anna.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
May the sea protect you.
On we go.
Burn your eyes clean, for the dusk of time is at hand.
back to Anna, who is apparently quite ruthless, as I've been informed. I don't think I want to feel a gentle touch of tentacles, actually.
It won't cost you a penny.
I've got news about your fish storage problem.
Oh, I'm all ears, Charlie.
It only looked like a robbery. Some guy broke into the storage to poison the fish. Near as I can tell, he succeeded, at least partially. I realize it's a lot to take on faith. Look, I've got a sample of what I think is the poison, though I can't identify it yet.
See, protect us. That's terrible. What kind of man would do such a thing, and why?
I don't know, but I aim to find out.
We need to stop distributing the fish. We have to let everyone know about this. Kay knows how many people might already be affected.
Well, considering how it killed the fish has killed a wild beast, which you people have issues killing. Probably not good.
What do you want me to do with the poisoner once I find him?
I'd bring an end to him right there if I were you. The police and court are useless these days.
That wasn't the deal. I'm a detective, not a hitman.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Report to me when you find him. I'll see that the reward will be more than handsome, if you know what I mean.
I'll, see what I can do.
One thing still bothers me. The guard at the storage, Daryl. What was he doing at the time?
Your guard was vigilant. He fought bravely, but the poisoner knocked him out. You ask me, he deserves a raise.
Good old dependable Daryl. I hope he's okay. I'll see he gets his due. Goodbye, Charlie.
I got you, Daryl. Even if you are a fish-faced fuck.
Now, refresh my memory. Where's the university here?
I know it very well. Here, give me your map and I'll show you.
You were a student there, I take it.
Yes, that's right. I earned my degree there a while ago. Are you surprised?
I just wasn't expecting to see a college graduate working here is all. I never had the opportunity myself. Could say I'm a bit jealous.
You'll find that here in Oakmont, a woman can achieve much more than on the mainland. Our university has always accepted women with open arms.
See you later.
The university... Yeah. Yeah. That's the university library, so... Same thing, surely. Wait, right? Oh no, it's somewhere completely else. Fuck it. We'll go from up here, I guess. Why is the fucking university not next to the university library? Oh, great. Oh, this is the infinite farm spot, though. Just gonna get a bunch of free stuff. I don't know how they missed something like that. Well, we're maxed back out on bullets, which will not last long. Grab up a few more materials and then get going. I'll do one more. Because I'm surely about to waste a bunch of stuff getting through this infested area anyway. Oh, right. Forgot to pull that back up. There we go. Alright. Onwards. South-ish. Past all the fucking sea demons. Jesus H. Fucking Christ. Hey guys, you know, actually, I'm good. We don't have to fight, all of us. We could just leave me alone while I fuck off. Bye. Yeah, and you didn't want to help? Awful lot of people still here for a place with no food and basically no contact to the outside world. And these two guys who constantly beat the shit out of each other. The university, I would, yeah, presume. Grab a fast travel point. Right over here. Lovely. And then find out who I'm looking for. Starting by this guy over here at the front door. Let's see what he has to say. Closed for maintenance.
Welcome to the University of Oakmont. How can I help you?
I'm looking for Professor Westerbrook. You know where I can find him?
You're the one bringing him the specimen?
Specimen?
Oh, never mind. He's in the Department of Medicine. Let me show you.
Please do so.
Recognize this bottle? You know where it comes from?
Sorry. We have hundreds of bottles like this in the university.
Fine. I need to know what's in it. Any suggestions?
You need an analysis. Well, I'm sure someone from the Department of Medicine can help there.
I'm sure they
Have a
could.
good day.
Goodbye, sir.
You didn't. Okay, whatever. Who are you?
Wendell sent you to deliver me the books, right?
Nope.
No, you must have me confused with someone else.
Oh, excuse me. I'm just worried for the fate of these tomes. It's been a week without news from Wendell. Maybe you can help me. I'd reward you, of course.
Absolutely not.
Preoccupied with other matters at the moment. Maybe I'll have time in the future.
Oh, yes. Of course.
This is not the detective you were looking for. Also, yeah, okay. Let's wait somewhere. Probably inside this big main building. The door's not marked for me to enter, but yeah. The Department of Medicine should be like here. So maybe this door. There we go. Hello,
sir. Welcome
you
to
person.
Oakmont University Department of Medicine. I'm Samuel.
Charles Reed, private investigator. I have a few questions if you don't mind.
And even if you do.
You recognize this bottle? Maybe you could tell me what's inside.
That's one of our lab bottles. We have a lot of them. As for what's inside, I'd need to run some tests.
Yeah, could you do that for me?
These tests aren't cheap. And the other day I could get right to it, but we're, somewhat hindered right now.
What's up?
Our lab is crawling with, well, creatures. Professor Westerbrook's
Wild
research is
beasts.
a little unconventional, and something went wrong. Really wrong.
Alright, I'll kill him.
So, if I do a little pest control for you, you'll run those tests for me. For free?
Our budget is tight. You'd be helping the cause of science, Mr. Reed. Isn't that enough?
Oh, I guess science could help itself.
All right. Yes, you solve our problem, and I'll run the test for you. Off the books. Here's the key for the basement.
And down we go. Basement?
The door won't budge.
EOD is banned to all staff and students of the University of Oakmont. Henceforth, any mention of the Everyone's Obvious Duty Organization, also known as EOD, its symbolic current and or past present members. Wait. Its symbolics, current and or past members, as well as espousing their beliefs, is forbidden on the university grounds on pain of dismissal and or expulsion. The administration has received numerous reports of EOD activity and outreach disguised as so-called charity work throughout the university and all over Oakmont. This dangerous activity has reached epidemic proportions and cannot be tolerated. Administration of the Board of Trustees. Well, ain't that a bitch? Good thing I'm not with those guys. Basement? Basement. Oh. so good at games, I never miss. Except for all those times. What the fuck is that? I swear to God, if you come alive.
I'm glad this thing is dead. Why do they even keep it here?
Yeah, I had the same question. First aid. Well, well,
What kind
well.
of person would even touch this? Not to mention dissect it.
Experiment log, part 1. March 2nd, I have finally received a living specimen. Sadly, it's only the smallest one. The grunts call it Mr. Handsome, but I think it needs a proper name. March 3rd, was thinking about the name for the specimen all night. I've begun a series of experiments on the creature. So far, it has proven exceptionally resistant to all poisonous substances at my disposal, as well as acid and electrocution. Its shrieking, though, is bound to haunt me. March 5th, last night I had a vision. Thousands of hands wrapped around me as a blanket, and I heard the name inside my head. Stygian Harvester. Uh-huh.
Some serious equipment they've got here. Oakmont University is clearly well funded.
Clearly. Experiment log part 2, March 10th. With those pesky limitations removed, I can finally continue my experiments unhindered. I need to know more. The specimen remained alive even with half of its internal organs removed. It's fascinating. I'm on the verge of a breakthrough in biology as we know it. March 15th, I developed a way to reanimate their tissue, even in one that's been dead for weeks. This is monumental. The possibility of it, the possibilities of it, the implications. Does this hint at something hidden, some trait present inside other creatures, and perhaps even ourselves? I will need to find volunteers. You know, I would think it's better that you don't. There's also no way in hell I'm gonna hit that button. Because I already know exactly what that button's gonna do. Oh, but if I don't hit it and somebody comes down here and the fucking... That thing's probably spawning them.
I wonder what would happen if I press this button. Should I or shouldn't I?
I shouldn't, but I'm going to.
Very tempting.
Well, at least I got the XP. I knew it would happen. It was the only thing that could happen. Hey, ignore all the explosions from the basement. I was just taking care of your pest problem. Hey, the lab's clear.
Your lab is certified creature-free.
Excellent, Mr. Reed. You've done us a great favor. Now we can get things up and running again.
Your lab was, interesting. Running experiments on those creatures. What's up with that?
Oh, they're fascinating, aren't they? Convincing evidence of new branches in the evolutionary tree. Can you blame us for taking an interest?
Maybe not. But so much dead flesh down there, that's going to attract scavengers. Didn't you think about that?
Yeah, well, no. We'll be more careful in the future. Your point's taken.
Okay. I've done my part. Here's the bottle. Now you run those tests.
Yes. Wait here. It shouldn't take long. We finished that analysis, sir. It's ricin.
Ricin?
a highly toxic poison extracted from castor beans. It's slow acting, but absolutely fatal to humans.
Give me just a few seconds. I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Go bring in some groceries. Where were we? Oh yes, what are the symptoms of this poison?
How can you tell if someone's been poisoned with ricin?
The symptoms take several days to develop. At first, it's like a common cold, but over several days, well, it develops into hemorrhage, internal organ failure, and death. It's not a pleasant way to die.
So, where do you get ricin? This isn't something you can pick up from a drugstore.
About that. It is rare, but we have a certain amount of it here. For study, in our poison store. Or we did. I'm afraid that must be where it came from. The label had been tampered with, but it certainly looks like ours. Where did you find it?
Crime scene. Someone was trying to poison a bunch of fish with it.
This is horrible. I need to warn everyone in the university about this.
Any cure for it?
There's some kind of cure for ricin?
I'm afraid not. Once it's in your system, it's a death sentence.
Lovely.
Who's got access to where the poison's stored?
Only Professor Westerbrook has the key. His office is upstairs, right alongside Professor Cavendish's. Professor Westerbrook's not here, though. He's been sick for the last few days. Professor Cavendish is away as well, on vacation.
Where do they live?
I'm not sure, but probably somewhere in Advent. Most of the teaching staff live there. Wait, you don't think it was one of them?
I'm working on that. Can you let me upstairs?
Well... all right. This is serious. I'll help you. Here's the key, but please don't disturb the professor's things.
Yeah, your murdered professor.
I'd like to know a bit more about your professors.
What do you want to know?
I want to know more about Westerbrook.
He's the head of our department. He's been here for, well, at least 30 years. He's one of the longest-serving staff we have. As you've already seen, he's particularly interested in the wild beast that recently appeared in our city.
Yeah, that's quite the unique fauna you have there.
I've no idea how he did it, but Mr. Throgmorton's men brought him live specimens for his research. He thinks he's on the verge of a breakthrough in evolutionary theory. A secret that, once revealed, will benefit all humankind.
Some secret should stay buried, 6 feet under.
You're not a man of science, are you? It's not about why, it's about what if.
And the other guy.
What can you tell me about Professor Cavendish?
He's one of the most brilliant teachers we have here. A PhD at only 25. Just imagine. His biochemistry studies are second to none. Worthy of a Nobel Prize. If he could complete his work.
What's his problem?
I don't know. There's some kind of family trouble. It's made him standoffish and irritable, and easily distracted. I hope he gets through whatever he's going through. We need his talent, especially in these dark times.
Well, thanks for that.
I'll see you later.
If I have to. Closed for maintenance. Westerbrook's office. Private office and then a desk in the main office, I guess. Cavendish. Cavendish's desk. This is the draft of an article. Brothers and sisters. Crossed out. Too familiar. By fellow Americans. Well, they are Americans too. Citizens of Oakmont. How much longer will we put up with these fish-faced those sea freaks? How much longer will we put up with this? those K-forsaken degenerates who call themselves the EOD. He doesn't appear to be too fond of Innsmouthers.
This should be good enough to make a decent copy.
Made a copy of the key. Uh-huh. Yep, to get access to the poison. Cavendish, a professor at Oakmont University, is the poison thief who made a copy of the key to the poison locker, according to his students who live somewhere in Advent. Authorized personnel only? Well, I'm authorized.
The door won't budge.
Yeah, sure won't until I break the lock.
These bottles look exactly the same as the one with the poison.
Because they are exactly the same
These
as the one with the
bottles
poison.
look exactly the same
need
as
to
the
look
one
twice.
with the poison.
Whoops. Note from Professor Westbrook. This is absurd. It's been 5 months and they still haven't finished repairing my office. I'm done sitting in the corridor like some kind of waiter. I won't step foot into this building again until I have the works, until the works are finished, or you give me Cavendish's office. You tell that to the board. I'm through with this farce. So, his office is under repair, and he got put, presumably, out to here. And then didn't want to sit in the hallway anymore, so he moved over here into Cavendish's office. And Cavendish got basically shoved into this back room here. And he wasn't too terribly happy about it. So for some reason, well, he also hates the EOD. And so he was unhappy with the EOD and the Westerbrook situation, so he decided to steal his key and poison EOD for some reason. Seems a bit excessive just for being somebody he doesn't like. Archives for records of where somebody lives. I guess the City Hall archives would have that kind of info. Like info on where people live. That's my best guess, so we're going either way. I need to go basically straight this way. Oh, you pussy. There's a 3-foot drop. Another infested area to the south. Come up here, yeah, and then head to the City Hall. Alright, let's try it again. Oops. Yeah, just walk. Move forward. Front door is probably on the other side. Yeah, I don't see an enterable door on this side. God bless America.
Oh, stop bothering me, newcomer.
Alright. Pulled a gun on you last time and you said it wasn't going to make you work any faster. The Poison Thief citizens. After the flood, I guess. Oh, maybe not. Don't need that one. Citizen records of the Advent. George Cavendish profile. Name George Walter Cavendish. Date of birth January 26th, 1883. Place of birth Oakmont, Mass. Resident. Place of residence. Resident Evil. Oakmont, Mass. Advent Central, St. Michael's Road. Between Carpenter Street and Constitution Street. Flat 2. Professor of Biology, Department of Medical Medicine. Oh, I can't fucking... English is hard. So he lives in the Advent on St. Michael's Road. St. Michael. St. Botolph. Advent Central. Carpenter Street goes all the way around the fucking city. St. Michael Road. Between Carpenter Street and Constitution Street. So there somewhere. Jesus. Okay. We're headed south.
All the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister?
Nope. I will not buy a paper, mister.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister?
No, I just told this other guy the same thing. The Orion Gentlemen's Club.
The door won't budge.
And the door won't budge. Fuck, I can never have any fun.
Best stuff in Oakmont. All on sale. Today only.
And tomorrow. And the day after that. It's always on sale if you can make a sale. This one? It is marked. Apartment of G. Cavendish. It said flat 2. Baby stroller. Tag from the baby carriage. If you want it, take it. It's free. Baby or the stroller?
Won't budge.
Yeah. Didn't need to. Man, he really hates the EOD.
This guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD is in the center of all of it.
The professor's fact list. Westerbrook usually has his lunch about 2:30. Get some soap. Anna always stays at the fish market. She shouldn't learn about me. New hauls of fish arrive every 2 days. An ounce per box will be enough. Okay, so the fish is relatively fresh. The guard spends most of his time in the night on the second floor during the night. The guard spends most of his time on the second floor during the night. Think about a way to divert suspicions from Westerbrook. I don't want to cause any harm to come to him. Well, if that... okay. Don't forget to return the flask to the storage. Think about a plan B. Why even take his key if you don't want it to come back on him? I guess not that you would know that it was his key. But he's the only one that has a key. Either way, it comes back to him. You fucked all the way up. Going, gone. Body count rises as vanishings continue across Oakmont. Locals are in a panic, with most of the reported disappearances occurring in the Shell, Salvation Harbor, and Grimhaven Bay. Captain Caleb Lyons of the Oakmont Police has put out a call for information. Our evidence suggests a link between these disappearances and the charity organization EOD that has recently risen to prominence among the city's poor, says Lyons. Most of the victims seem to have either joined this group or been a recipient of their alms. We encourage anyone with information to come forward. The Chronicle reminds readers to avoid any suspicious newcomers, especially Innsmouthers, and to remain at home during evening hours. Stay alert. Huh. Everybody's got it out for the fishies. I don't blame them. They're horrifying.
Judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long time. So why keep it around? That's another conspicuously locked door. Certainly not going to be anything incriminating behind door number 2. Alright, I'll look.
I loved you. I always loved you.
Didn't ask. Shit.
A lot of fancy dresses locked away in a dark corner for a long time. I'm starting to smell some deep family trauma here.
You have nothing to say about the medallion?
This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD is in the center of all of it.
Yep. He doesn't like him. So... nothing to do with the ring. What the hell is that? Oh, it's just a shadow cast. That's not how shadows work. So there's no floor 3. Alright, what about
door won't budge?
I didn't expect that to work. Well, I would certainly have thought that the baby carriage had something to do with something. Look again with my special eyes. Several crumpled notes. Bed hard as a rock. Ceiling in position.
Judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring has been worn
Ring
in a
still
long
not
time.
important.
Why keep it around?
Dinner for one. Messy fuck. I'm at a loss. Got like some lipstick or something in here. Cross-dressing. No other notes to read. Seemingly no hidden walls.
I loved you. I always loved you.
Sorry, 1 second. Ah, yes, it would appear that I'm going insane. Shadow demons.
Judging by the layer of dust
God damn
on
it.
this ring hasn't been worn in a long time. So why keep it around?
So what in the hell am I missing here? It has to be something fairly obvious. Yeah, I'm still missing a piece of information. Maybe it's not in here. Maybe it is outside, or the fuck was that?
The door won't budge.
Man. There's no way I'm this dumb. It's not like a button I can hit. Oh my god. Oh, game. Why do this to me? Newspaper issue February. Disturbances in the shell as fighting breaks out between locals and Innsmouthers. Cause of conflict appears to be the disappearance of several women, with locals accusing a group of Innsmouthers of the crime. The Oakmont police continue to investigate the vanishings, but as yet the case remains unsolved. One source from the shells reports that traces of fish scales and seaweed were found at multiple victims' homes, which seem to have precipitated the fight. Wow, is that the last piece of info? That's fuck crazy.
You will never understand our cause. My child is blessed by the sea. I'm leaving you, George.
Okay.
George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to tell you.
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine! Mine!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
George?
I don't care what your—
You will never understand our cause. My child is blessed by the sea. I'm leaving you, George.
George Cavendish. He had a wife named Anna. She had a baby that was not his, but blessed by the sea and claimed by the EOD. This caused their split.
So it would seem. Oh, not again. Oh, hey, buddy.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Calm down. The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator.
Right now, you look like someone who's
breaking into my house. A burglar. Explain yourself.
Well, I did break into your house.
No, Cavendish. Time for you to do some explaining. Care to tell me why you poisoned the fish at the EOD warehouse? And you better not lie to me. Oh, sorry. Is this making you angry? Yeah, two can play at that game, and believe me, I've got plenty of anger for the both of us.
How dare you?
I'm only going to ask politely once. Then my gun will do the talking.
Fine. Fine. Yes, it was me. But I had a good reason to do it. It all comes back to Anna.
Uh-huh. And what reason would that be?
Oh, this should be fun. What's your good reason for poisoning innocent people? You know the EOD are feeding the hungry, don't you?
No, that's exactly the problem. They're not doing it out of charity. They do it to spread their influence and recruit new members. Some of those initiates, as they call them, vanish without a trace. And not just them. They kidnap ordinary folks, too.
And poisoning the fish would prevent this how?
Oh, you see, not everyone in this city believes in the EOD yet. They have opposition among the citizens, both rich and poor. A rumor of the EOD's fish being poisonous and several incidents would be enough to undermine the EOD by sparking fear and mistrust.
So you're a terrorist, and you're also killing innocent people because you don't like the EOD, because Anna left you, because you couldn't fucking...
What's Anna got to do with all this?
As you might have already gleaned, she was my wife.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it all starts to come together now.
The EOD robbed me of her. It all started with the free fish. We were all short on food at the time, and then they hooked her with their nonsense about the benevolent sea and greater good. I looked past it for some time, but then...
She became pregnant.
Yes. At first, I was over the moon. But then one day she came to me, that snake, and told me that the child was not mine. She said it was blessed by the sea, that it was demanded by the EOD. Doomed take them! I couldn't stand it. I just couldn't.
So you decided to start killing innocent people.
There must be another way to deal with the EOD. Like, if their crimes are that obvious, why don't you just go to the police?
They're resourceful, those sons of hagfish. They maintain a squeaky clean image, and Kay, they're good at it. I tried going to the police. They were no help at all. And I'm not suicidal enough to make it public and take them to court.
What did she mean? Blessed by the sea.
What do you think is the cause of Innsmouth syndrome in people?
Living in Innsmouth?
That K-forsaken place has nothing to do with it. It comes from breeding with monsters. These sea creatures they call Deep Ones. They take our women and they spoil them with their seed. Then they give birth to degenerate fish-faced offspring.
So they're having women fuck the wild beasts?
Where did you learn all of this? This information about the EOD?
After Anna left, I had nothing. But I did have a lot of time to research Innsmouthers, the EOD, and the story behind them. It is an old and powerful organization. They appeared back in the mid-19th century in Innsmouth, and the first people with the Innsmouth syndrome started showing up around that same time.
Ah, perhaps not coincidentally.
No, of course not. And the EOD is immensely rich. The sudden rise to power of the Blackwood family happened right after they joined them.
So what's next?
So what's your next move?
I was interrupted and couldn't finish my task. The EOD received a fresh haul of fish, but now they're on alert and raised their guard. I understand I'm in no position to ask. But after reviewing all the facts I've presented to you, Mr. Reed, would you agree to help me?
No, you're killing people.
You're a madman, Cavendish. You're willing to let innocent people suffer and die just to get revenge on your ex-wife. No, this madness has to stop. And I'm gonna put an end to it right now.
Oh, no, no. You don't understand.
Alright, well... we went down like a bitch. Right. DoD is a shady organization. They're dirty and whatever they're up to is not good. George Cavendish poisoned the fish to undermine the EOD's charitable operations. But he is a fucking psycho. And Anna is a zealous servant of EOD. I do think she might believe she's an honest benefactor. Well, I've done that. And I need to go talk to Anna. Anna Banana. Just go back to the teleport point. There's a way. Hey, you rocket harmonica guy.
What's your problem?
Drop your bag, bitch. I still do not wish to feel the gentle touch of tentacles. All of this is part of the fucking Robert Throgmorton questline.
For everyone.
I found the
Poisoner's
poisoner and
dead.
dealt with him. He won't be bothering you anymore.
See, bless you, Charlie. That's great news. Who was it?
Well, see, now that's the interesting part. It was your ex-husband, George Cavendish.
Oh. Well, that son of a rotten shark finally got what was coming to him. Good riddance. Still, it's strange. I never thought he'd have the guts to do something like this. He was always a pushover.
Well, when push comes to shove...
You're taking this remarkably well for a woman who just found out her ex-husband was a poisoner.
He's nobody to me. The EOD is my family now. We serve a higher purpose than he could ever grasp. My life finally has meaning. You've done us both a huge favor by relieving him of the burden of his miserable existence. Well done, Charlie.
Still Charles.
All right. No more messing around. Get me in touch with your Grand Poobah or whoever's in charge. Now.
Easy there, Charlie. I'm a woman of my word. Go to the basement of the fish market. It's nearby. You'll find an Innsmouther there by the name of Maurice. Tell him I've sent you. You'll get your answers.
About time.
Maurice,
There
I'm
we
coming for you.
And it is only fair to be afraid. Titanic forces are at work, infinitely greater than ourselves. Unknowable, incomprehensible. There will be sacrifice. There will be loss. There will be darkness. But these are the hallmarks of a pivotal moment in time. And each of us has a part to play.
Okay.
I guess this city wouldn't be complete without a doomsday prophet.
Let me assure you, I am anything but. I am called Ebernote Blackwood, and this is the place I have chosen to share my message. Please, come to one of my full sermons.
Charles Reed. Good to meet you.
I would rather not.
Blackwood. You're a member of the Grand family.
I am indeed the last of that line, inheritor of an empty mansion and a severed history.
Okay, bye.
I'll see you around.
Fucking weirdo. You tell me to go to the fish basement. Then you don't tell me where the fish basement is. Probably the big ass hole in the ground. If and I had to guess. Oh, but it's gonna be like infected or infested. It already sounds like it. Oh, Maurice. Hello, Maurice. Well then. Kill him. Hey. Alright, Anna, you slut.
Hey, Mr. Reed.
Do I know you, buddy?
Not yet, but I know you. I also know you're looking for a particular lady. My name's Fred. You're looking for Professor Doe, ain't that right? The scientist the Order kidnapped. I think we can help each other.
How do you mean? You know where she is?
Slow down, buddy. Helping each other is not the same as let me just tell you everything.
Well, it's not like I have options. I gotta find the scientist. Now, what's the price?
Believe me, I'll be glad to help you find her. But I need a little help first.
Yeah, I figured.
You've seen some of the city now, am I right? You've in England what's coming? I want out of the Order and the city before it hits. Trouble is, it's much easier to get into the Order than to leave. Give the slightest hint of it, you've signed your death warrant. I need somebody to get me out of the city on the quiet. And that's not an easy thing these days, my friend.
I've no idea how to help you with that.
Ain't you a detective? There are people in the city, smugglers, who know what to do. Find them. That's how you can help. See, I've heard whispers about ads in the newspaper. A new ad every week talking about Salvation Harbor. Maybe start there.
Alright, fine. I'll look into it. But your lead on the professor had better be worth it.
I know where they've got her. I can get you there. You just find me a way out fast, or I might be too dead to be any use to you.
Another report to give to Mr. Throgmorton. Well, Anna sure fucking packed up awful quick. That bitch. Before I proceed with my investigation, I need to report my findings about the EOD and Harriet Doe to Robert Throgmorton. I believe I can find him in his manor in Old Grove. And so we shall. And, that'll be where I wrap up for the day. Oh, Mr. Throgmorton. Wait. Bro, did you just, like, sniff his feet? Oh my god, it's a cake! He was made of cake all along!
I know who's behind Professor Doe's kidnapping. It's an organization called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Most of them stick to the fish market, but they seem to have agents everywhere. Even the university.
I knew there was something fishy about the EOD, the den of those filthy Innsmouthers. I'll tear it to the ground.
Wait. Where the fuck did I get that info? Did I miss that? We just go from everybody's obvious duty to Esoteric Order of Dagon, which makes sense.
Actually, most of the EOD members I met were locals. And for what it's worth, the only Innsmouther I spoke to was a nice guy. You ought to examine your prejudices.
Are you calling me a bigot, Reed?
Well, that's how you're acting.
Yes. Actually,
The Innsmouthers
exactly
didn't
that.
want to end up here, and they didn't do it to spite you. Your hatred leaves them no choice but to retaliate. Can't you see the vicious cycle here?
They killed my son for Kay's sake.
One man, not all of them. If you keep tarring every Innsmouther with the same brush, you'll radicalize them. And then all this will happen again. The only reason the EOD gained power here is because Innsmouthers had nowhere else to turn. You have to stop being part of the problem.
I shall try to think about what you have said.
Thanks, Mr. Planet of the Apes.
Back to business. I'll continue my search for Professor Doe. I have a promising lead. You have anything else to tell me?
Your task remains the same. Find Harriet and bring her back. You say we are dealing with an entire organization? Well, I have something for you that might help our cause should things take a turn. Now leave. I've heard enough from you.
New gun? Yeah, new gun. Shotgun. Ooh, a lever action shotgun too. Only holds 2 shells. Doesn't seem right, but what do I know? And I have 2 experience points. I mean, more ammo is always a good thing. And I suppose some more health wouldn't hurt either. Dear God, I can't believe he was Cake this whole time. He never had a son. It was only Cake. Sick bastard. He's delusional. Well. Pretty good so far. I do have to say, I am enjoying it more as time goes on. So, I'm excited to see when we finally start getting to some of the freakier stuff. The true insanity, H.P. Lovecraft, horror, Cthulhu stuff. But that is all for today. I will be back tomorrow. Might play some more Sinking City for a little while. But it is the weekend, so it will be a variety with the boys. Thank you so much to anybody who stopped by to watch, and we will see you next time.